As kept in the dark as I have been about everything, I can't deny that everything hasn't been all bad. 2B has been quite a mysterious character. Why would Cammy create a replica of a character from a video game, especially from one as really damn good like Nier Automata? Her devotion towards me has always been something I found rather admirable, even if she was created to be that way, but her programming is something else entirely. I don't believe Cammy thought of this to be the case, but she seems to have evolved in a way where she doesn't feel one-dimensional. I guess deep down she's been searching for her own self as well. So when it was the time that Cammy told her about her real reason for existing, unintentionally gaining info for him, somehow not realizing it, not sure how Cammy pulled that off, to uncover if I truly was the project user that destroyed the city, she went against her creator. Little by little, she's growing more independent. It would be good for her to learn to think for herself, rather than constantly obeying the orders of those she trusts the most. Me and her, we follow the same path and the same end goals, but we walk on different journeys of self-improvement.
Impressive. It seems even a mechanical humanoid can possess an inner voice. Then again, machines are not supposed to acquire a conscience in order to arrive in my domain in the first place. So you remember me. Not many are able to remember their own names in this realm, let alone remember their previous visits here. It appears I was right in giving you that key. It appears tonight has drawn a setback in progress. Rather disappointing, yet one that can't be helped. Emotions are complex. The more one feeds off a certain type of one, the wavelengths of that emits a skewed mentality, turning into a crutch that adopts blindness or delay. Yes, I have seen it all, unfortunately. Time isn't of the essence. At the same time, the world doesn't have much longer left. The end of the world is nearing us all, number 2 Type B. Scripted by those in the shadows, puppeteering the fates of everything and everyone that should have never happened in the first place. Now that it has happened, you and your master have a chance to flip the script and rewrite the evil story to what suits you best. Do not fret. I sense that your master will return to you all by dawn. If it comes to be, tomorrow is going to be a busy day for you two. You need to bring everything you got. This prologue is reaching its end, and the true story will begin. Now, I will let you return to rest, to your proper time and place once again. Remember, I will always be watching over you two. May your journey be a safe one, as I want you to grow and develop your skills and yourselves. Until we meet again.
My history with video games involving cards isn't necessarily deep, but more so due to the fact that even though a lot of them look cool to play, I just either haven't played them yet even though I kinda want to, I have the game but it's been stuck in my library collecting physical or digital dust, or I'm just flat out uninterested or just don't really care all too much about them. Just don't expect to see me play solitaire. That said, however, we come to today's topic of discussion, Balatro, a deck builder roguelike card game released on 9 platforms, which was published by PlayStack, known for titles such as Mortal Shell and Too Many Cooks, which I've accidentally read as Too Many Cooks, and developed by Local Funk, which I thought was a development company, but no, this is a video game developer, and he developed Balatro all on his own. Impressive. Balatro did well. Like, really well. The game mostly got almost perfect scores alongside perfect scores from Nintendo Life and Hardcore Gamer. It got 5 nominations at the Game Awards 2024, with 3 of them Balatro won for Best Mobile Game, Best Independent Game, and Best Indie Game, and it was nominated for 2024's Game of the Year alongside Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Black Myth Wukong, and the worst Game of the Year nomination of all time because it's a motherfucking DLC of a 2022 game. Like, who the fuck? After finally getting Balatro myself and playing about 32 hours of it so far, I can definitely say I'm having a ton of fun, even as someone who isn't really into the card deck building video game genre as a whole. And now I'm here, and I want to talk about this pretty damn chill experience. At any rate, let's review Balatro on the PC. A lot of the charm from Balatro definitely comes from its art direction, at least to me anyway. The pixelated art style just fits so well with what this game accomplishes and does it so well, with everything saturated and color theorized splendidly. Nothing stands out from each other, making the overall visual presentation very pleasant to the eyes, and that goes double for the boss blinds from every ante, which depending on the boss blind you get, the background will change to a specific color, which is an awesome concept. And while the boss blinds already are special blinds as they await you at the end of every ante's third round, but the different colors of the backgrounds definitely make them feel special. Opening the Arcana, Spectral, Tarot, and other card packs in the shops also change up the background's colors to what is color coordinated to the specific card packs, which is a really neat touch. With the pixelated art style, all of the cards look really neat, especially with many of the Joker cards, and even the enhancements and additions of the card modifiers look so badass as well, such as the glass, stone, foil, and steel modifiers that complement the game's overall pixel sprite direction very nicely. What I also love about the visual attraction to Balatro is the card shaking. When you play your cards right, seeing a shit ton of the cards shake when the game shows you that you've got yourself bonus chips and or added multiplier chips, and seeing them increase with the screen shaking is such a satisfying sight, and one that never gets boring in the slightest. Even with the fire effect added to the multiplier system, which I'll explain more of when we get to the gameplay segment, so I want you guys to keep this on the back burner for now. The music is also catchy as hell. Every track of the OST after the main theme is a remix of said main theme, and believe it or not when I say this, the game accomplishes the feeling of it never feeling repetitive or boring after many hours of playing the game, and that's such an achievement the game is able to pull off. The game also runs very consistently as well, and there's also an option to choose how fast you want everything in the game to go. You could go slow and enjoy your time, or you could go very fast like me with your mother last night. At first glance, it would seem to be just a boring card game, but with pixels. However, if you take away the fact you'd be simply judging the book by its cover and actually going through the contents, it definitely would exceed expectations because Balatro does a lot in terms of the gameplay that separates itself from other card games like Solitaire. For starters, the entire premise of the game structures on a multiplier system, the blue signifying the amount of chips, and the red signifying how much it is multiplied depending on whatever poker hand you decide to play. Every single card has a certain amount of chips they all contain. Ace cards give you 11 chips, face cards give you 10 chips, and all number cards give you the amount of chips of whatever number is on the card, and whatever hand you play will add the total amount of chips together and will multiply that based on whatever multiplier number your play poker hand is and equal the amount of points to score onto the board. As someone who considers math the worst thing ever since the giant enemy crab shite from 2006, the way on how this is executed here is really exhilarating all things considered. You get 8 antes and every ante consists of 3 rounds with all of them being a small blind, big blind, and a boss blind. Every one of them you beat or skip, though you can't skip the boss blinds unfortunately. This gives that thrill of getting one step closer to reaching the boss blind of ante 8 and beating it to win the game. Especially when the fire effects happen that let the player know they've already hit the specific round score in a single played poker hand. It never stops being satisfying to witness. But what really makes this game addicting is determination. Despite the fact you'll lose a lot, even to a lot of bullshit RNG moments, Balatro incentivizes the player to keep going. You won't win on your very first run of this game, and while not impossible, it's not uncommon. The more you keep playing, the more runs you go through. Balatro will help you through unlocking more cards, primarily Joker cards, and even unlocking new poker hands that would not initially be on the poker hand list until you play them, such as the moves Royal Flush and 5 Flush. Strategy is key to playing through Balatro. What poker hands will you play? What Joker cards will you have? What ones do you wish to take out to replace it for a better one? What planet card do you want to get? Which spectral card is perfect for you at this moment in time? Why is Hana Cherry Blossom such a goddamn sweetheart? It's questions like these that make Balatro a better game to play when you know what you're doing. Every round you visit a shop and you can get to buy Joker cards, Spectral, Arcana, Celestial, Buffoon, and Standard packs, alongside vouchers that you can get back and gift you some things such as upgrading the amount of played hand or discards by 1. Discounts to be shopped for the rest of the run. There are so many different vouchers that I may as well showcase a list of voucher cards from the Balatro wiki on the screen right now. Listen, I need to make this shit easier for myself and to not drag on for too long. Every effect that you get from each booster pack is a good way to help you advance better depending on what's in the shop at times, since booster packs, much like Joker cards, are randomized as to what chooses to be in the shop at that point in time. Booster packs come in 3 different packs. The normal packs, which allow you to pick 1 out of 3 cards, the jumbo pack allows you to pick 1 out of 5 cards, and the mega packs allow you to pick not 1, but 2 out of 5 packs. I'll grant you I would mainly use the jumbo pack if there isn't exactly a normal boosters pack to buy. 1 out of 5 cards just don't seem all too enticing for me to want to choose and buy, especially when it comes to the Celestial packs in particular, where leveling up moves is pretty important to stay in the game, but that's just a me thing. There are a variety of ways to get money, such as getting Jokers that'll gift you money, keeping gold cards in your deck, playing cards with gold seals attached to them, buying and using Hermit and Temperance Arcanas, or skipping blinds that'll might give you tags that reward you money, or the most common way to get money is just by simply winning every round and getting additional dollars depending on how many discards you had remaining. Speaking of tags, these little goodies benefit the game a lot if you decide to use them for a run you decide to do. Depending on the tag's type, they may trigger immediately or not until a certain game state or condition is met, and you can hold multiple at once until they are used. It's very cool to see a game be this versatile and experimental with multiple ways on how the player can play the game. It's that damn awesome. Balatro is one of my favorite video games I first played in 2025. Quite frankly, I never would have ever thought I would enjoy this game as much as I do, but wow, this is probably my favorite indie game ever and my favorite card-based video game of all time. Even if you're someone who isn't into card video games all that much like I am, I do say give this game a whirl, because with the amount of variety Balatro brings and how charming the overall presentation is, it's not a game you should pass out on. Local Funk did a fantastic job on this game, and it easily deserved that Game of the Year nomination for last year. Balatro, no question, is easy up there as an S-rank title alongside Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance and Sonic Frontiers in my eyes. It's just that good. I'm User1Campbell, and moral of the story, gambling is not illegal if you're playing in Balatro, but Balatro is illegal if you're playing it prohibited in real life. Anyways, see you all next time.
We gon' ride.